Cheers, everybody. Welcome back to Cast 529. I'm Bryan,
And I'm Shona.
and we're back for a Sunday night hangout.
We are. I'm liking these Sunday night hangouts. Good way to
You
end
know
the
she's liking them
weekend.
when she suggests them,
Yeah, yeah,
so that's a good thing.
it's fun. It really is.
How's everybody's weekend going?
I had a good weekend. I thought you were asking the chat,
Well,
but you're looking
I
at
wasn't
me.
expecting you to get deathly quiet like that. I
Who
was
got
like,
the?
oh, I said something wrong now. Okay, so let's go to the chat. Speaking of the chat, you guys are got it busy in there. So, guys, I got a mouse, and now it's not working.
It was working, but now it's not. So
Okay, I got it.
you got it.
Yep. Okay, so cheers to uh, Charles slash the Rye Guy, Dave Vogelsang. Cheers to you guys. First two in the chat tonight. Cheers to Alan Adams, who's joining us from Tennessee this evening, along with Tammy. Um, cheers to both of you. Cheers to Rob, the SS supervisor, who says the party can now start because he has arrived. Cheers to Mr. David Tanko. Dave Vogelsang already said. Rick Moreland, cheers to you, sir. Um, John Shank, cheers to you. He's not telling us where he's at tonight, but I'm guessing probably Virginia. Mrs. Lori J, cheers to you. And just when I thought it was working good. Kevin Westfall, cheers to you, sir. Thanks for joining us tonight. Um, I know I've got Christopher
You're
Sandifer.
the one going quiet now.
Yeah, this thing's still jumping around
Okay.
a wee bit.
While he's doing that, I just saw a comment in there. Hey, Troy. So that Google Meets for the patron wheel spin, that is for if you're in that $25 group. That is tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, the 31st at 8 o'clock. So hopefully we will see you there for that.
Okay. Gary McDonald, cheers to you, sir. Thanks for joining us. Urban Balls, Charlie, thanks for joining us. Matt B, Sugar Kitty. I think I said Christopher Sandifer a minute ago, but if not, cheers, Chris. Thanks for joining us. Stan, cheers to you. Thanks for joining us. Keith Glandon, cheers, sir, and thanks for joining us. There's Mr. Mark Scott. Fancy to see him here. Seems like he was just here.
He was just here.
Troy, cheers to you. No big deal. Don't worry about that, Troy. You don't know till you ask. Mr. Michael Bortner, cheers to you. Candy Road, cheers. Okay, I'm trying, guys. John Localbo. I hope I said that right, John. If I didn't, I apologize. Cheers and thanks for joining us. Sugar Kitty already got.
Yep.
I think I'm at the bottom of the list. So if I missed you guys, I apologize. I didn't mean to.
So what we are doing this evening, we're doing a few
We got all kinds of stuff
things.
going
Yeah,
on
we
tonight.
do. So working our way through the blinds that the Rye Guy Charles sent us. We are doing blind D, and I am sure that he will take great pleasure in putting what blind D is out on Discord. If you guys wanted to go look at that, he might not. I don't know. He'll tell us if he's going to or not.
Cheers to Snowbaboon.
Yes.
And
Cheers.
also cheers to Mrs. Jenny B. Thanks for joining us.
Mrs. Lori J. Did you already get Miss
I
Lori
think
J?
I said Mrs. Laura J a long
Okay.
time ago.
All right. So on top of doing blind D here, I'm grateful it's only a 3-4 blind since it's Sunday evening. We will also be doing the pick a bag giveaway, the free pick a bag giveaway. And those of our paid patrons, we have a wheel that we will be spinning tonight. It was a raffle, a Discord raffle that was going on, and it is a 10-year blind. So we'll be spinning for that later. It closed at 7:30 this evening. So we have those names that the Rye Guy sent us.
Big turnout on that this time.
Yes, yes, great one. We're going to try to keep those going. They'll be sporadic, so you just have to watch Discord. If you're not in Discord, please make sure that you join. If you're, especially if you're a paid patron, so you can be entered in these raffles. And if you're not still, anybody can be in Discord. So please join. We have a lot of fun in there.
One more thing I want to say, the Rye Guy posted in the chat just a little bit ago. So for anybody that missed it, make sure you have a pour of some sort of a turkey product for Mr. Jimmy Russell's birthday.
Yes. So in case, people are here, we did 18 Easter egg boxes for the Easter egg hunt that goes live April the 11th. And in one of those boxes was a golden egg. I have verified all the boxes have been shipped. Everybody that was picking up a box locally has received it. Nobody has said they've received the golden egg yet. So tonight I have this decanter set sitting out here ready to be engraved for our lucky winner. If you haven't opened your box yet, please do so. See if you have a golden egg in it.
Have we checked our box?
Ours is not in a box. We just have the eggs.
Sorry, Charles, I screwed up. Not Jimmy Russell, but Eddie Russell.
Oh.
Thanks for straightening me out on that.
So, that's right, Stan. Time to fess up. Who got the golden egg? Kevin did not get the golden egg.
Kevin did not get the golden egg. Mark is in the chat. I know Mark did not get the golden egg. Charlie's in the chat. I know he did not get the golden egg.
And I know Jeff didn't get the golden egg.
Jeff, yeah, I haven't seen Jeff in the chat, but we know that he did not get it.
Now,
cheers to Lip Service Crew. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, cheers. Now, I do know that the Rye Guy has not been willing to say yet if he's got it or not.
Yeah, well, I guess we don't know if he's got it.
Yeah, he refused to answer.
John's got a rotten egg.
Keith did not get the golden egg. David, no golden egg. Someone has to have the golden egg.
Somewhere.
I swear there was a golden egg.
And they may not be in the chat. Obviously, we have no idea, but somebody has a golden egg, and for some reason, they're holding out on us. Thanks, Charles. Charles put a link to the Discord in there, so if anybody is interested in joining the Discord, now the
and also to see what we're doing tonight.
Yes, he generally, when we're doing one of his blinds, he generally will post what we are having in the Discord. Cheers, Brad. Thanks for joining us.
I love that.
Someone's about to find out the
colorblind.
Shauna was talking about we're going to do a wheel spin for raffle or a sample giveaway. That is for paid patrons only, and that you go through the Discord to get to enter for that. So, Whiskey Bill, cheers to you. He did not get a golden egg.
Did you say hi to Jimmy?
Jimmy Kane. Holy cow.
I was waiting for him to see
it. Cheers to you, Jimmy. Thanks for joining us tonight. Not sure what that is he put on there. I guess it's some kind of a waving hand.
Yep, it's a waving hand.
So, wow. To those that don't know, Jimmy Kane and I, a couple years ago, went to high school together, and we served on the USS Saratoga together. So, lots of stories to be told.
Cheers, Husky. Thank you for joining us. All right, so.
Jim Phillips, cheers to you, and thanks for joining us, sir.
Yes, cheers.
Are we trying something?
We are. We're going to start with glass one of the blind D. And while we are starting, I'm going to go ahead and start the giveaway. You do have to be present to win because obviously you have to pick the bag. This is a free giveaway, and it is going to be exclamation point Sunday. And it is in the chat, so you guys can go ahead and enter that. And towards the end of the show, we will get the name picked. Nice nose. It's sweet.
Yeah, sweet. I was going to say sweet.
A lot of caramel coming through. Some spice. A little bit of char.
Jimmy corrected me saying USS. Thank you, Rick. Cheers.
Yes.
Jimmy saying USS Roosevelt. Did I not say USS Roosevelt?
You
At
know,
any
I
rate,
don't know. I don't know if you said that or not.
it was a long time ago. If I said it wrong, I might have forgot what it was.
A lot of vanilla coming through as well. This is a really nice nose.
Getting a lot of entries in there
Mm-hmm.
for the bag. So cheers. Oh, you already
Yeah,
drank.
I have. I
I,
have.
I can't keep up with her.
This one, it's delicious. A lot of brown sugar, some
Mm.
spice, baking spice, a little bit of a black pepper finish, caramel, vanilla all the way through. It has like a nice candied um, note to it. It's really good.
So Michael Bortner said, you said Saratoga. So that's why Jimmy corrected me. I did do a cruise on the Saratoga.
Just not with Jimmy.
Jimmy was still in training for his job though at that time. So because we were right out of high school at that point.
Cheers, David.
No, we won't talk about Greece. Although Jimmy, I have talked about Uzo on this show, and we all know about Uzo, right?
Scoring
Husky dog.
last
They're
one.
in a tornado warning out there in Indiana.
Oh no. They were saying that we could get some storms tonight, but let's hope that it happens
We
after.
know they're not close though because the internet's still working.
The wind has not blew the lines to make it off
Cheers
yet.
to David B. Thanks for joining us. I did see right before we went live, I showed Shauna a graphic. Um, we're right on the border for the week of receiving between 3 and 4 and 4 to 6 inches of rain this week. So that's exciting.
Keep still on you for the cruise.
Mm-hmm.
So Jimmy, just so you know, Brian's never wanted to go on a cruise, at least since we've been together.
Can't understand why, right, Jimmy?
And so the guys are wanting to do a group meetup on a cruise.
A bourbon group meetup on a cruise.
Confectionery sugar and stuff coming when that nose when I smelled it.
Stevens Code said they're expecting some thunderstorms down in Bama after midnight tonight. So maybe these storms will go south of us coming out of Indiana.
The nose on 2 is very similar to 1. Very, very similar. I'd say 1 might have a little bit more oak presence on it, but sweet and same notes.
To anyone just joining us, exclamation point Sunday in the chat will get you entered for the pick a bag.
Yep, pick a bag. We'll be doing that towards the end of the show. So for those who did not see the posts and stuff updated, I think I did that yesterday morning, Saturday morning. The whiskey trivia for the grand prize for April will be the E.H. Taylor small batch. And I don't know how many people will be thrilled with this or not. We tried to come up with something new. So we found this leather cigar holder that we will be engraving. We just got it, so I haven't got it engraved yet, but it'll have Cask 529 logo right here on it. But it is a cigar holder and a cutter. A cutter. I don't smoke cigars,
Cutter.
so okay, that's what it is.
Cutter.
Okay, good. So anyways, this will be the grand prize for April's trivia. If you've not joined us for trivia, please do so Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock. April, we will be doing 5 weeks of it because there's 5 Wednesdays in April.
5 weeks. Cheers to Terry. Thanks for joining us tonight. And where there's Terry, there's probably Mike Erb. So I don't know if you saw it. a few minutes ago in the chat. Jimmy said he's finally ready for a cruise.
Oh, so there is hope, Keith. If Jimmy is finally ready for one, that might mean Brian's going to be close to getting ready.
Rob says he's got to have that cigar ordered. Well, you know what it takes to get it, Rob.
You do, and you've won before, so you know how to do it. So even though the nose is very similar on 1 and 2, for me, on the palate, number 2 is a lot spicier, a little bit warmer, has that little bit of a leather funk to it. Still nice sweetness, brown sugar, still that caramel, that burnt. It's very similar, but it has more defining notes to it. Very nice though.
Cheers to Dustin Lance.
Yes,
Thanks for
cheers.
joining us. Wilmington Piper, cheers to you, sir.
Yes, cheers.
Finally made it back home, he said. David Bays, cheers.
I'm assuming you've been watching the chat. Like no one owned up to the golden egg, did they?
No, I mean, I haven't watched every line that's popped up, but I figure if somebody does own it,
Yeah.
everybody's going to jump on it. So I would see something. But
Guys, I promise it's really starting to worry me. I promise that I did put a golden egg in a box before the names were slapped on them.
she's getting over it, though.
I promise there's a golden egg out there somewhere. I don't want anybody to think that I'm cheating anyone because I'm not. I swear. There is a golden egg.
So, are you still on 2?
I am. I wanted to taste it one
Okay,
more time before I scored it.
I'm anxious for you to those 3 and see what you think.
Okay.
Thanks, John. Thanks for reminding everybody to hit that like button.
Well, the nose on number 3 is completely different than 2. Yeah, 2 and 1's really similar. 3 is completely different. It's more of a
You think the nose is completely different on 3?
yeah.
Terry says that Mark has the golden egg and he keeps denying it.
Nope, Wilmington, it's not you. Yeah, it's kind of a muted. Mm, it's not bad a bad nose, but it almost puts me in mind of cardboard. Not wet, musky, yucky cardboard, but like when I'm boxing stuff up, it kind of reminds me of cardboard a little bit.
Look at Keith's comment.
Did you sell the golden egg for magic beans on the way to the post office? I did not. No. Nope. I did not sell for magic beans. Brian is the one that took it to the UPS guy or UPS drop. So he may have. Okay, I'm gonna go back to number
So the
2.
boxes were all sealed up. So I wouldn't have known which box to give up for the beans.
You would not have, no. So how we did it is I packaged all of the boxes. One of them got the golden egg.
Cheers to Mike Crow. Thanks for joining us.
I taped them all up and I had a pile of post-it notes for Brian to slap names on all of them. And then I did the shipping or boxed it up and stuff to go. So I don't know. I don't know who got the golden egg, but
I know that the golden egg is not laying around here anywhere.
it's not.
We've checked and rechecked.
Maybe April 11th when I'm guessing maybe somebody's got it and just not opened up their box.
Troy said, how long did it take you to pack all that? So
A
we do
while.
that, if you look at the whole picture, Troy, we do it in stages. And so the first thing we do is fill the sample bottles. This was much easier than the Christmas Advent boxes because there were only 10 days instead of 24 days. However, same amount of of boxes,
Mhm.
and we probably spent 2 or 3 days just filling jars.
Yeah, then we had to wrap them up with the tape and stuff so they didn't
Yep.
leak. So the rye guy, there's 10 eggs in a box. Unless you got the golden one, then there's 11 eggs.
Keith, if I was going to that trouble, it would not be basil eggs I was trading it for. Oh, so the golden egg did not replace an
Mm-mm.
egg. That's
No,
an extra egg.
it's an extra egg.
I guess I wasn't aware of that. I thought you had replaced an egg with the
Well,
golden
no,
egg.
because then they wouldn't have had all 10 samples.
You could have put the sample in the golden egg.
No, it was smaller. The golden egg was smaller.
Okay.
It
Okay.
wouldn't have
Well,
been.
see, I learned something, guys. So
It's
the only thing in the golden egg is the card
Yeah,
that says, "Hey,
you
it's the
won.
golden egg. You won."
Yeah, you won. You won the
And
decanter
I
set.
know if somebody would have got an empty egg, we'd have heard about that, right?
I hope so. Um, it is going to be fun. I am trying to get Brian to wear bunny ears and stuff to do it,
Not
but he
happening.
refused.
Y'all forced her or got her to force me into wearing a Santa hat for the Advent box. I saw these bunny ears she's looking at. No, no, I'm good. I decline.
Mark saying he got a silver egg. All right, the nose on number 3. I'm still picking up that cardboard scent.
I got a
Um,
funk on the palate on it.
However, I'm also picking up a little bit of chocolate notes and a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of spice. Um, I am nervous because of that cardboard, and you just said funk, so now I am a little bit nervous.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll get the bunny ears and Brian can wear the bunny tail.
Wilmington. I thought we were tighter now. Hey, so anybody that's new in the chat, um, I know the numbers are bouncing around, so there may be some new people in the chat. We are doing a free giveaway. Enter exclamation point Sunday in the chat. That will get you entered for a chance to pick a bag. Each bag has a fabulous prize. Stan.
Cheers, Jaden. Thank you for joining us.
Cheers, Jaden.
Okay,
Cheers, Miker. Well, let's see what the right guy says. If Brian won't wear the bunny ears, get him the big bunny costume.
I agree. Exactly, exactly.
Cheers to Eric Flowers. Thanks for joining us.
So I will tell you that number 3, at first I did get a little bit of funk when it first entered my palate, but I'm getting nice chocolate notes on it. What?
Wilmington said, I didn't say bunny tail on who. I was talking about Miker.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He would probably get a kick out of Wilmington. He'd be hopping around saying, does my tail look okay? Shauna's not talking. She's serious about
I
this.
am serious because I'm trying to pick out the notes.
Did you get a funk on that?
When it first enters my palate, there's a slight funk.
Easter nightmare.
Kind of reminds you of a dusty pour. Good news is it does not taste like wet cardboard. Um, but a lot of caramel, but that chocolate note just comes at the end, and it's really, really nice. It's more like a dry cocoa powder, like a really, really dark chocolate that's you probably don't enjoy. So I'm assuming you might not like this one as much. But it is good.
Miker said he'd wear the tail.
Good. Mike can come be the bunny with me.
Stan said, see, those ears don't sound so bad anymore.
That's right. Oh, shoot. So one topic that Brian and I, we did escape for a couple days this weekend up north to Lake Erie, and we stopped and we went to the local beach, and it was nice for a short window where it wasn't raining. The weather was warmer. So we went beach glass hunting, which is something I love to do. Bryan does it for me. Um, he's not so much in love with doing it. So after we got done, we went to the local brewery, the microbrewery, and had our favorite beer. Oh,
Our favorite Ohio beer.
yes, our favorite Ohio beer. And we got to talking about a movie that we watched Friday night.
So we watched on Friday night, we're Netflixing it, and we watched Everest, which, I think when I picked Everest, I thought, okay, how exciting is a movie going to be about some guys climbing a mountain? So it was morbid and lots of people died, and there were two teams. And at the end of the movie, it ends with one of the guys that was near death embracing his wife at the end of the movie. So that, that was what we did for Fun Friday night. So while we're at the brewery, are you wanting to say something?
I just got to say to Rick, drink that funky whiskey, wife. That's hilarious.
That's good, Rick.
I was trying not to bust up laughing while he was talking.
So we're sitting at the brewery, and I don't know which one of us said. I think Shauna said, "What was it? What would it cost to even climb Mount Everest?"
Because on the movie, it referenced the guy paying 75,000 to take this trip, like
Yeah.
to do this adventure.
So I think
And
I got the old Google machine out of my pocket, and I don't remember exactly now, but it was somewhere in the neighborhood of $40,000 to $100,000. Um,
or if you wanted the premium, it went up to like
it went up to
200.
like 200,000 if you
Yeah.
wanted like a private, a more intimate, like kind of a one-on-one with a guide. And it depended on like whether you wanted them to provide oxygen and just all these variables. The permit to allow you to climb the mountain is $11,000. So to start with, you got $11,000 in a permit. So she would ask questions, and I'd get on the Google machine, and I would find answers, and I came up with this conclusion, I guess, that you could spend up to $200,000. You only have a 60% success rate.
60 to 70%.
60 to 70%. So if you're sitting in a room with 10 people and they're briefing you, they might as well just say, look around the room, because 4 of you aren't coming back.
Put your money down now. Take your
So
bets.
let's place bets right now. Who's coming back, who's not. So I said to Shauna, it wasn't on my bucket list. And after a 5 minute, well, how did I say it? After 5 minutes of Google time, it's not on my bucket list.
John watched Everest on Friday too.
So
It really was a good movie. I I really never thought much about climbing a mountain. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's never. I love hiking, but to go climb a mountain has never even crossed my mind as anything fun that I would. But then finding out, like when they referenced 75,000 on the movie to do that little trip, and then to lose your hands and your nose and everything, or your life, I'm like,
yeah, if you're lucky, you just lose some extremities. And
I'm
they,
like,
and they put some fake ones on you when you get home, I guess. But that's if you're lucky.
yeah, I couldn't imagine paying that much to take that risk. So we wanted to put it out there. It's not on our bucket list. Would it ever be on your bucket list? Is that something you guys would want to go do?
So Terry says it takes months to do climb, but you have to acclimate,
Yep.
climb up and down. And I read all that, Terry. They said that, so Everest, the movie, took place in May. The climb took place in May. March to May is the ideal time. Is one of the two windows that they say is ideal. The other one was in the fall. However, May was the ideal month to go for the best weather, uh, and it was. It's a 2 month deal from the time you arrive in Tibet until you're back off the mountain. It's 2 months. So yeah, I mean,
So Wilmington said, but it's cheaper than surgery. Miss Lori J's with me, heck to the no.
yeah, no, we're
Um,
not doing it.
or it involves rather do the
Rather do
cruise
that
or
cruise.
Vegas. That's right.
Yeah, we're not doing a meetup on the summit of on
No.
the summit of Everest.
Eric said, just like the Appalachian Trail, have a gunfights with the.
Yeah, I'd be serious.
Chance
Have a
to win.
chance to win, and it's free.
There you go.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't see Everest in my future. I
No.
wasn't trying to put it in my future. It was just curious,
Yeah.
and it was like, this is crazy.
It made for some great beer drinking conversation
It did because you potentially are going to pay $200,000.
for a 6 in 10 chance to win or to live.
Yeah, I mean, there's almost a 50% chance you're not coming back.
Yeah. And a good chance that you might not even make it to the top
Yeah,
where you would just turn around.
yeah, yeah. So you spend months getting to the top just to turn around.
Yeah. Mike's with Charlie. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, Lori, I agree.
Mrs. Lord,
Never
exactly.
asking you
So I don't
down.
need to go looking for her.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah, no, not doing it. So we just thought we'd share that with you guys.
These are the type of conversations Brian and I have when we have some downtime. So it really has started like anytime we're on vacation or something, I'll see something crazy and I'm like, no, just can't see myself doing that. I don't,
Like somebody jogging down the sidewalk.
it's not really jogging. I um I can ride a bicycle. It's not that I cannot ride a bicycle. However, I really don't care to ride a bicycle. And so when I see people in 110-degree weather out riding a bike at noon, I'm like, that's crazy. Like,
So
why?
Mark asked in the chat, Brian, what's your odds to make it to base camp? Well, I can tell you that it's like 9 to 12 days to make it to base camp, Mark, based on my Google research. I have no desire to get to base camp. Really. I don't. I can stay at the very bottom. And if you make it back, I'll pour up your bourbon for you.
Well, not only that, but you're camping like the whole time, like out in a tent in the cold, in the cold.
Cheers to Darren Crafton. Thanks for joining
Yeah.
us.
Cheers.
Yeah, it's look at Keith. See, the cruise gives us a better chance of survival.
It really does. You're absolutely right.
The cruises that Jimmy and I were on didn't give us a great chance of survival. Well, he had a lot better chance than I did because he didn't work on the deck, but he had some pretty shady stuff he was working with too. So anyway, that's we know now that we're not going to climb Everest. And if anybody in the chat was curious about whether or not they wanted to climb Everest, hopefully we've shed some light on that for you.
Yeah.
Cheers to Brittany.
And Darren.
Tackle that name for me. I'm going to
Brittany.
say Boyer.
Yep, that looks right.
I may be wrong, Brittany. If I slaughtered that, I apologize. But cheers and thanks for joining us.
Eric. Never more, if you do the Appalachian Trail, you're never more than 2 days away from a McDonald's. You should be safe.
Stan said, I already live in the mountains. That's close enough.
That's
Exactly,
right.
Stan. And you get the crazy weather in those mountains.
Yeah, my thing is, I wasn't even realizing how long it took because when you're watching the movie, you're thinking, oh, well, it's over in an hour, right? I knew that wasn't so. But when Brian started reading all the length, the time that they're actually there, all I could think as he was saying this was, that's like 2.5 months in a tent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, David Tanko, my hat is off even more to you. He did cold weather training on Fuji at
Oh,
high altitudes. It sucked. As we Okay, so Brittany, Bouye, Bouye. I like that. I
yeah.
like that pronunciation better than my pronunciation. I saw another good comment here though, and I lost it. Stan said, "Course Blue Mountain is close enough."
Terry said Mark would get lost in a
That's
snowdrift.
the one I was looking for. Mark would get lost in a snowdrift. So Mark's not making it to base camp either, Terry, is what you're telling me. It would. He said it would take 32 Sherpas to get him to base camp. Keith said the Rail Explorer thing looks fun, and we can do that on the Bourbon Trail. Yeah, so I think we're all in agreement that there is no Mount Everest in any of our futures. I mean, if you guys want
Yeah, we'll cheer
to
you
do a
on.
meetup on the summit of Everest, Shona and I can help maybe organize it from here.
Yeah.
And then send pictures.
Yep.
Let us know how y'all are doing,
Yeah.
because we're not going on that one.
We'll pack you a bottle to go with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how
Shauna
much
packs a
drinking you
great
really.
snack bag. I don't know if she can pack one for 2 months though.
No. Well, not if Mike's going with you.
I bet Mike's not going on the Mount Everest climb. Of course, if there's one bottle of oxygen left, and it's between Mike and somebody else, he'll pull his leg off and beat him for it. Thanks, David. I appreciate that. Guys, I don't know what has happened here tonight, but we're at 87, 90 viewers.
Wow.
in
Thanks,
the chat.
everybody.
So thank you so much.
Yeah. So if you're, I don't see the numbers, so Brian can see them. If you just entered and you haven't just entered the chat and you haven't entered the drawing, we are doing a free giveaway for a pick a bag. It's exclamation point Sunday. All you have to do is enter that into the chat, and we'll be picking that towards the end of the show.
You will have to be present because
Yes.
you have to pick a bag.
Yes. I have my blind scored. I do not know if you are ready to do that or not.
Give me one short brief
and that's
minute.
fine. So while Brian is finishing that up, I want to go over to the Wheel of Names. And what we're doing, I know a lot of you probably weren't here for the very beginning, but in our Discord page, our paid patrons, there's a VIP patron area with raffles that we do. The Rye Guy helps us coordinate those and do those. So we put this one out there a few days ago, and it's for a 10-year blind. This blind was for an Old Rip tin, a Michter's tin, 10
cup 10 year.
10-year. Sorry guys, I am forgetting. Anyways, there's 6 of them. There's 6 10-years in there. It was out on the thing. So
Cheers, Mike Brock.
I am going to switch over so we can. It ended at 7:30 in the Discord, but I'm going to switch over so we can go ahead and pick that name. Of course, the person does not need to be here. We will get that out to them. So good luck, and let's see who won. And I have it right here, ready to ship. And it is Keith Glandon. Congratulations.
Congrats, Keith.
We will get that out to you. Write that down so I don't forget. Congrats, Keith. Super exciting. Worried. You know what? Between him and the Rye Guy, they really do need to play the lottery, because those two.
Yeah. I wanted to back up. I saw a comment from Eric Flowers. Spruce Knob is the tallest mountain in West Virginia. You can take a steam locomotive up there.
Oh.
We are way ahead of most of the world there, even when we're dead last in almost everything.
Nice.
So that sounds a lot safer.
Yeah. Spruce Knob.
Yeah.
I love taking
that.
trains. I really do.
Would you see the Rye Guy put the samples in there?
Oh, thank
Because
you.
you were struggling.
I was. So Keith will be getting the Old Rip, Michter's, the Tin Cup, the Henry McKenna, Jack Daniels tin, and Bibb and Tucker tin. Those are the 10 years that he just won.
So if Mike Crow wins the pick-a-bag tonight, it looks to me like he's going to be picking bag C.
I seen that. Always pick C. Just
And
like
you're not the first person to ever be in the chat that has said that.
You know, it's funny because I know that's how people's minds go. I didn't have 4 of the same bags when we started this process. I still don't. But C, I put the high bank bag because it was the only different one because I knew everybody's eyes always go to C anyway, so why not put it there? How you doing on them?
Thanks, Terry. I appreciate that. I've got mine. I don't have scores on them, but I have them in order.
You're doing that whole little horse race thing that
Well,
like
yeah,
this?
because they're not marked in any way. I started to move them around, and I was like, oh no, they're not marked, so I don't want to lose place of where they were.
Okay. So glass number 2 took first for me.
Okay, for me, class 1 did.
Okay. Glass 3 took second for me.
Me as well.
And then glass 1 came in last for me.
And class 2 was my last.
So I scored glass 1 at 79, glass 2 an 81, and glass 3 an 80.
Okay, Jaden, I just want to say, the minute you joined, I saw it, and I put you in there and messaged you that you could have joined at that point. So
Oh, Jaden didn't get his
he
name
said
in.
I joined, but it was today.
Oh, sorry
So,
about that, Jaden.
but the next time one hits,
Yep.
be watching for it because you'll definitely be able to register for that one.
Okay. So glass 1, which came in third for me, first for Bryan, was Castle and Key Experimental Whiskey, limited edition rye, finished in Vino de Naranja barrels.
Easy for you to say.
115.8 proof. So, second one, which I thought nose really similar to glass 1. Second glass was Middle West Spirits Straight Rye Whiskey, dark pumpernickel, sorry, cask strength 125.28 proof. Delicious pour came in first for me, second for Bryan, right? Or last. It came in last. First for me, last for Bryan. Glass number 3 was Balcones Pot Distilled Texas Rye, straight rye whiskey, bottled in bond, 100 proof. So being in Texas, that's probably like that little funk note that we were smelling or tasting on it. That came in second for me. I really, really liked it.
So Kevin Westfall said glass 1 is a great pour, and it did take my first place.
Honestly, none of them were bad. They were all good. I mean, I scored them 79, 80, and 81. So
yeah, and honestly, on glass 3, once I got the funk on that first sip, I didn't get it again, really.
Yeah, so great.
Thank you, Charles. That was a great.
Yes, thank you
blind.
for sharing those with us.
Again, another great blind.
So much fun.
Struggling?
Oh, it's just getting it back in there. So I do want to give a shout out to Mark and Casey and Terry and Mike. They were down in Kentucky this weekend and was nice enough to stop by Glens Creek and pick up OCD number 5 for me. So I've been craving that. I've not had any yet. Mark had a little pour when he was here today. So after I finish these up, I might have a pour of this.
Might,
maybe.
She's going to. See, she's got it staged next up.
Next up.
Okay.
So I did want to say Wednesday's trivia topics, in case you did not see them, is Big Bang Theory and Maker's Mark. So that is out there. Again, we do whiskey trivia starting at 9 p.m. on Wednesday nights. And then the barrel pick. So we will be going to Wilderness Trail on May 29th to do our very first barrel pick. So we are going to open that up to our patrons on actually Saturday, April the 5th. The reason we are going to hold off till Saturday instead of April 1st on Tuesday is because I'm going to use a Google Forms document. And so I want to be able to keep track because we are only getting a quarter of a barrel, which is 54 bottles, but we'll have 50 available because Bryan and I will be keeping 4 of them. So we are going to open it up Saturday, April 5th, we will first email our $25 tier. They will have from 9 to noon to decide if they want up to 2 bottles. They will be $67 per bottle with a flat $10 shipping if we need to ship it to you, or if you can pick it up, you won't have to charge anything.
Hold on 1 second. Uh, Wilmington, Wilmington put April or May in the chat. This will open up this coming Saturday,
Yep, April the 5th.
April the 5th. So the idea is that we will have them all pre-sold by May 29th.
Yep. And we actually get to take the bottles May 29th. So
Yes.
we don't have to wait an additional, month or so to get the bottles. We will have them that evening to bring with us. If you're going to the June 7th meetup, we can bring your bottles there as well. So Sunday, April 6th, Saturday, April 5th, from 9 to noon will be the $25 tier. Then we'll open up the $10 tier starting at noon to 3. The $25 tier will still have access. And then at 3 p.m. on Saturday, we will open up the $5 tier. Again, it's limit to. They must be paid for at the time of ordering, either using Cash App, Zelle, or Venmo. I will be keeping track, and once I hit 50, I will shut down the Google form. And then starting Sunday, April 6th at noon, we will open it up to everyone if there's any left for availability.
Yeah.
I know that was a lot of information. I apologize.
A lot of info. Cheers to Mr. Ritchie. First time I've seen him in the chat there, so I didn't want to miss him.
Yes, cheers.
Okay, so we have been live for 47 minutes, and we still don't have
the golden egg.
We still don't have the culprit.
No. So they might not be here.
So, do we get to keep?
No, we don't.
We don't get to keep.
No. Eventually, someone will tell us. My guess is they've just not opened the box. They're probably like, oh, it don't start till April 11th. I have time to open my box. So we'll find out.
Yeah, there's a chance it's just not open. It looks like there's some conspiring there to get us on a cruise. Wilmington says he's not sure about you, and I think that's about the Alaska cruise. But I think Shona would be all over an Alaska cruise.
I would be. Yep, most definitely. Oh, whoa, Miss Lori J. So we have a confession.
We have a confession. Oh, David, first round is 2 bottles per person.
Yep. Limit 2 bottles. You can get 1 or 2. Lori, what's your confession? Do you have the golden egg? Is that the confession? You're waiting on Mr. Ritchie to just get home? They have the golden egg. Richie and Lori J have the golden egg. We got.
They have the golden egg.
Congratulations.
I feel like she's been over there giggling the whole time.
Seeing me all stressed out.
Yeah. You're getting all red blotched because you can't find the golden egg.
Thinking that maybe I literally lost it somehow.
Well, congratulations, guys.
Congrats. So, as you and Richie know, you can have me engrave whatever you would like on the decanter and the glasses. So, if you'll just text me, get a hold of us, let me know what you would like engraved on it, we will get that out to you as soon as we get it done. Congratulations. Glad it was found.
I love that emoji you got there, John. Perfect.
Now I can put that on my list of who has it.
I understand, Wilmington. I got it now. She said I was waiting on him to get home. She's probably texting him. You need to hurry up. Brian's trying to keep our pride.
Shauna's having a heart attack. Brian's trying to keep it. All right. I am going to go ahead and close out the raffle.
Michael Bortner, notify Willy Wonka.
And let the individual pick the bag. So give me 1 second here. I'm going to get that done.
So Mr. Richie J always asks us after we do a pick a bag and somebody picks a bag and there's something in it. He always wants to know, was there something in the other bags? There is.
There is.
There's something in every bag.
Brittany Bouye. Did I say that right? Are you
Yeah,
still here?
you did say it right.
Congratulations.
Brittany wanted to pick a bag?
She did. Is she still here?
If she's still here.
Let's see. We'll give her a couple minutes.
Cheers to the Whiskey Shaman.
Yes.
Thanks
cheers.
for joining us.
Brittany, are you still here?
Brittany.
No problem, Miss Lori J. Whenever you guys decide,
Yeah.
it's here. So whenever you guys decide what you would like on it,
Yep.
we'll get it engraved for you. She's
There
here.
she is.
Yay. So, Brittany, which bag would you like?
No pressure.
She wants B. And
That's the
bag
shot glass,
B.
isn't it? Is that the shot glass in B?
I don't know what's in B. Jim Beam Black.
Jim Beam Black. Congratulations, Brittany.
So, Brittany, I do not believe that we have your shipping information, or if you're local, not sure. If you could.
I'm going to put our email in the chat.
So cask529info@gmail.com. If you could just let me know how to get this to you, that would be great. Thank you and congratulations. I'm going to write your name down here so I don't forget it. Congrats. So.
Okay, Terry actually just gave me a good pointer. When you guys pick your, when you guys do the barrel pick, what?
Michael Portner.
Okay, so when you guys do your barrel pick bottles and you make that purchase, do not put anywhere in any type of comments bourbon or whiskey or alcohol or anything like that. If I know Venmo requires you to put something in there, just put like a period. Don't put anything else in there, just period. We'll know what it's for. They don't need to know what it's for.
Okay, so Whiskey Bill. Brittany must know Whiskey Bill.
It appears so. Whiskey Bill can pick up for me.
Yeah, perfect. Congratulations.
Great. So Whiskey Bill knows how to get a hold of me.
Yep. And Wilmington, thank you for fixing Brian's email because he did have it in there wrong. So thank you. Cast529info@gmail.com. Yeah, you put cast529@info@gmail.
Let's do a little jig, I guess. Doing a little jig in the chat. Thanks, Terry, for reminding me of that. Bourbon Ball says, yes, I can attest to this. He is banned from Venmo. So just no need to put in the comments what it's for. We'll know what it, I promise we'll know what it's for. Well, we can even put it in the chat correctly.
Yeah, a couple times for you.
Thanks, Wilmington. Appreciate that. I
so
do like the Michael Bortner comment, though.
Kevin, I have the sheet set up with our Venmo, Cash App, or Zelle. So all of those options will be on the Google Sheet. And you just have to pick which one, how you're sending it, so that I will know.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, if you want to get into the next raffle, if you are a paid patron or want to become a paid patron, it looks like the Rye Guy just put another raffle out there. Or the next raffle. I'm sorry, I read that wrong.
Saying if you want to get into the next raffle.
If you want to get into the next raffle, I apologize. He's just got your back.
Thanks, Wilmington.
Okay, everyone. It's Sunday night. I have to get up and go to work. However, have about another hour or so before I need to head that way. I'm going to get a Google Meets link. I'll put it in the chat if anybody would like to hop on and
Doing after hours
doing a little after hours with us,
for an
you're
hour or
welcome
so.
to.
Thank you guys all for tuning in tonight. I do know that Shauna is enjoying these Sunday night hangouts because she's the one that suggested it. So that's a big step for Shauna. Congratulations to our pick-a-bag winner.
Yes, and to Keith for winning the raffle, and to Richie and Lori for winning finding the golden egg in their box.
Yeah, lots of big things tonight.
Yeah.
And we know how much it costs to climb Everest. If you're interested in some nonsense like that.
All that fun stuff.
Thank you to all the first timers that joined us tonight.
Yeah.
It's great to see all the new faces.
It is great. All right.
Thanks to Jimmy for joining us.
That was really cool to see him in there.
He said, I think he was referring to my messed up email text. He said liquid medicine.
All right, guys, we are going to hop off here. We'll jump over to Google Meets if anybody wants to hang out with us for a little bit longer. And everybody have a great week.
Yes, thanks for joining us, everybody, and be safe until next time.
Hope to see you Wednesday.